again. So it'd be nice to have him back. I kind of like checking in with Chris, and he filled up a few of the prime spots, which helped us out too.
Okay, well, I'm going to hand this over to Harold, and I guess I can tell him you're coming in at 5 today.
No, not me. No, I'll be away somewhere tonight. So there's no controllers until for the rest of the day after Harold. Unfortunately, hopefully somebody picks it up, but not me today. No.
Okay, Richard. Okay, well, have a good day there.
7-3, Grace. Have a great day as well. We'll talk to you next Sunday. 7-3.
Okay, look forward to that. I want to thank everyone. Thank you, Bill, for being there again. Somebody wanted to say within earshot. I don't think she can hear the radio from where she is.
No, and she's probably still snoozing, so anyway, a little bit far away here, at least a couple hundred yards.
Well, that's good. You should be able to sleep in at the cottage.
Oh, yeah, nice and peaceful here this morning. No helicopters roaring around.
Good. Maybe it doesn't start off too early. Okay, thanks, Bill, and maybe I'll hear you there tonight. I'm not sure. They're still home till it's going Tuesday morning. Okay, I'll see if Harold's around, ready to go. VE3 Charlie Delta, VA3 Golf Sierra.
Okay, good morning, Grace. VE3 Charlie Delta. Right back here. Get things set up here again, so it looks like I haven't got enough audio there. But this is Harold in Waterloo coming to you via VE3IHR at Tiverton. And I'll be your net control for the next hour. In Waterloo, it's 68 degrees Fahrenheit out on my balcony. We're in a condo in downtown Waterloo. And as I said, we're running the remote up in Tiverton, VE3IHR. So good morning to everyone. It's 68 Fahrenheit, maybe I said that, and not a cloud in the sky that I can see, but I've got the northern view. We're on a fourth floor looking north here. So are there any mobiles or QRP stations? VE3 Charlie Delta. Nothing heard, so we're standing by for check-ins, with or without traffic, to this edition of VE3 of ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by.
Victor Echo 3, Charlie, November, X-ray.
VE3CNX, good morning, go ahead.
Okay, VE3 Charlie Delta, VE3CNX, good morning to you, and thank you for taking this hour. The name is Pat, Papa Alpha Tango, and the QTH is Paris. I'm at my cottage. No traffic to report, just thought I'd check in. You're sounding good here, you're 5.9 plus 10. Weather here about the same as you, so no need to comment on that, but you got a very good signal out of your remote in Tiverton. 73 for now. Have a great day. VE3 Charlie Delta. This is VE3CNX. Over.
Okay, very good, Pat. Thanks for that, and all the best, and enjoy your Sunday there. VE3 Charlie Delta. You got a good signal into Tiverton.
Okay, thank you so much.
Victor Echo 3 Bravo Echo Kilo.
VE3VEK, good morning, go ahead.
Very good morning, Harold. It's Bill here in the Bay of Islands, and hello to Pat there in Paris. Beautiful day here, about the same temperature, mirror image on the water still, just a few little wavelets coming along. All is quiet on this busy holiday weekend. I'm sure we'll have a lot of activity. These little sea-doos roaring around and tubers and all the rest of it, but right now it's nice and calm there, Harold. Back to you.
Okay, Roger, you got a nice signal this morning. Band seems to be in pretty good shape at this point in time. And enjoy the last weekend of summer is what they used to say, I guess, but we got a few weeks, 3 weeks to go till summer yet. Lasts another 3 weeks, but we'll be winding down, I guess. So thank you for coming on.
7-3, have a good hour.
VE3 Oscar Zulu.
VE3 Oscar Zulu, good morning.
Yeah, VE3 Charlie Delta. This is VE3 Oscar Zulu. Good morning, Harold. Excuse me. Same here is Denise and CTH is Espinal. I see we've never made contact in the past. And of course, good morning to Bill out on the island there, on his island, BEK. I'm actually able to pick him up. He's only about 20 miles away, straight as the crow flies. So I'm going to have to turn over to you for a few seconds to let my dogs finish their barking session there. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, good signal there, but I missed your handle. I missed the handle. Give it to me phonetically there.
It's Dennis with one N. I just, it's a French Denis, Delta Echo November India Sierra.
Okay, Roger, thank you. And I didn't hear the dog that time, so enjoy your Sunday. Thank you. VE3 Charlie Delta for ONTARS. Standing by.
Victor Alpha 3, Oscar, Sierra, Oscar.
Good morning, VE3OZO. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's Carson and Owen Sound. The call is Oscar, Sierra, Oscar. Yeah, I'm out camping. Been hungover this morning, but just waking up and about to have some breakfast by the river. Over.
Very good, Carson. It sounds good there. Enjoy your breakfast, your outdoor breakfast there. VE3 Charlie Delta. Thanks for coming on. 7-3.
Yeah, thanks for taking my call. 7-3.
ONTARS VE3 Charlie Delta. VE3 Charlie Delta standing by for check-ins with or without traffic.
Juliet Golf Kilo.
VE3JUK, good morning, go ahead.
Yeah, good morning. It's Gary in downtown Hamilton. You have about a 5-7 signal down here in the sunshine and wondering how well I'm being heard up there.
Well, I didn't look at the S-meter, but you're 5 and 9 as far as I'm concerned. Got a nice signal, Gary. VE3 Charlie Delta.
Yeah, VE3 Charlie Delta. Victor Echo 3, Juliet Golf Kilo. Well, thank you. And yeah, we checked in a little earlier with the other net controller and just thought we'd come again and see who's on the air a little later in the morning, trying to make it a little bit more of a habit. And in the meantime, also trying to read through the manual for a new to me FTM 200 dual bander. And these days it takes way longer to figure out how to run these things than it does to actually have a conversation. Back to you.
Okay, very good. Sounds great. So get to learn the new rig. That's always an adventure type of thing. So have a good weekend. Thanks for coming on. VE3 Charlie Delta.
Well, thanks for taking my check-in and enjoy the long weekend. 7-3 VE3 JGK.
ONTARS VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by for check-ins. ONTARS VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by for check-ins with or without traffic. VE3 Charlie Delta.
Victor Echo 3 Golf Juliet Papa.
VE3 GJP, good morning, go ahead.
Hey, good morning, Harold.
Good to hear you at least here in Scarborough. You're picking about 5.7 over here with some QSB and running power over here. That's probably what you can hear me. Running about 500 watts on the antenna right now. VE3DJP, the name is Joel from Scarborough.
Okay, I'm sorry, I missed your name. Go ahead. VE3TJP, VE3CD. I missed your name. Go ahead again.
Yeah, sorry, Harold. The propagation went down on that time. Anyhow, 7.3 for now, and you just got me for your check, and then again 73 VE3DJP.
Yeah, he said his name was Joe, Harold.
Okay, thanks, Rob. VE3 Charlie Delta. Standing by for check-ins to ONTARS.
Harold, I just checked the SDRs in Ottawa and Ann Arbor, Michigan, and you're being heard well at both of them. V3 PCP.
Yeah, okay, thanks for that. I don't know what went wrong, why I had so much audio, and it doesn't look like I've got a whole lot right now either, but I've been playing around with the position of the mic and the headset, but it looks like I don't have very much audio.
Oh, you're sounding good, and the radio's getting lots of power output, so you're good to go.
Okay, so we won't touch anything. We'll just leave it there. But the image stays black pretty well all the time here, and I've tried something. But anyhow, it looks like we're working, so we'll leave it where it is. Thank you. This is ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, Harold in Waterloo, looking for check-ins with or without traffic.
How close to your mouth is the microphone, Harold?
Oh, no more than an inch, 3/4 of an inch, something like that. Okay.
Did you adjust your the microphone setting up top or not?
Yeah, I did move that a little bit, but I think I should move it up now again.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to move it up just a little bit. I know it's pretty sensitive, but it doesn't take too much.
Okay, there I moved it up a tab. Yeah, they're okay now. Now there's a little bit of red and green in there now. How's that?
Yeah, it should be good. I find it better if you just on your headset, if you can move the microphone down kind of at your chin, that you don't get any breathing or wind noise, so.
Yeah, there I moved it down a little bit. I think I did. I moved it down a bit. There's the odd green in there now. So we think we'll just well, that looks lower here on the black line.
Yeah, it's a little bit lower, but it's still pretty good.
Okay, we won't touch it. We'll just leave it right there at the moment to see how things work out. So thanks for all the help there. This is ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, looking for check-ins on Labor Day Sunday. VE3 Charlie Delta. This is ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta. Your net control for this hour, looking for check-ins with or without traffic, VE3 Charlie Delta.
I see we have Fred, VE3KHQ, on the remote with us there. Good morning, Fred.
Yeah, good morning, Rob. I was just getting ready to check in there. VE3 Charlie Delta, VE3KHQ remote, over.
Okay, fine. Good morning. Good morning to you, and enjoy your Sunday there. Come back again. What's your handling location?
Okay, it's Fred, and we're in Kincardine, and is it Harold that's on that end? I'm just not sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's a Roger. Yeah, that's a Roger. Harold. I'm in Waterloo, but we spent over 30 Sundays out at Fisherman's Cove, so we know Kincardine pretty well inside out. Where are you in Kincardine?
Yeah, okay. Well, good morning, Harold. Good to hear you on. Good to hear Rob as well. And we're in the south end of Kincardine here, not too far from the fire hall or the cemetery. We're just in a condo subdivision just in the south end of town, right on Saratoga Road. As far that's the limits of Kincardine. Over.
Yeah, okay. How long have you been there?
We've actually been in here 10 years. We were in the first set of condos that were built here. They started out with 12 units, and we got a total of 51 here now.
Oh boy, yeah. I just don't realize how fast time has gone by. Actually, we sold our unit up there in 2012, I think. Went up there in the 70s, and we're up there over 30 summers. I retired in 95, and then we started to stay for 3 or 4 months during the summer. For home QTH here has been Waterloo, and that's where I'm now in a condo high-rise in downtown Waterloo, working through VE3IHR in Tiverton.
Oh, well, that's good, Harold. I don't know if you'll recall, they used to have soccer fields down in this end of Kincardine, and they sold the property off and developed it and relocated the soccer fields up on Bruce Avenue. But yeah, we're familiar with where Fisherman's Cove is, and I'm sure you would have enjoyed many summers there. VE3 Charlie Delta, VE3KHQ remote.
Yeah, okay, very good. Okay, Fred. Where were you before Kincardine?
We were in Tiverton. We lived in Tiverton, about almost 30 years. We weren't too far from Bill EFX at the time, and they just laid him to rest in the cemetery here about 2 weeks ago. Over.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I knew Bill for years and years and years. That's for sure. Oh, my memory's going. We had a couple. I grew up with him. Actually, went to school with him and his brother, and they ended up buying a place up there, and I think it was in Tiverton, and it was well, it had been just a cottage, I guess, but they winterized it, and they said, but he's dead and gone now, and he's same age as I am, and then he'd be in his 90s now, and his wife moved back here to Kitchener, but I grew up with him in Waterloo. So back to you.
Okay, Harold. Well, yeah, it brings back lots of memories, that's for sure. I've just been on a few minutes here. It doesn't sound like there's an awful lot of activity on the band, and I'm glad we were able to get in and give you a check-in, and we'll say hi to Rob, and we'll, if you still want to, Rob, we should be available sometime this afternoon. V3PCP, V3KHQ through the remote.
Yeah, I'll be around, after 1 o'clock. I can give you a call, Fred.
Okay, that sounds good. Well, you have yourself a good Sunday, Harold, and nice chatting with you here this morning. VE3 Charlie Delta, VE3KHQ remote.
Yeah, okay, fine. One other thing, do you have an outdoor antenna? Can you get on from your condo?
No, that's the unfortunate thing about condo living. There's rules and regulations that you have. So I'm thankful that Rob has the remote station. So we're operating through Rob's remote as well, Harold.
Yeah, Roger. No, I realized that. Yeah, okay. Well, I had a full-size dipole up at Fisherman's Cove there, and I could get on 75. I had an ICOM 730, but actually, I was involved with VE3 with RSO and the Radio Society of Ontario, and I actually won a Kenwood 130. So I was going to buy a 130 way back in the 80s, and a good friend of mine says, well, for the same money you can get an ICOM, and you have two transmitters, two frequencies. So I used the ICOM 130, but I did have the ICOM. Now it slipped, but I had a Kenwood 130 up in the trailer. Go ahead.
Oh, well, that's good, Harold. I'm sure we probably had a contact with you back when you had the trailer there, so that's good. Well, you take care. I got to take off here this morning, but nice to meet you over the air. Over.
Yeah, likewise. Enjoy your Sunday there. All the best. This is ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, your net control for this hour. ONTARS VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by for check-ins with or without traffic.
VE3OZW.
Good morning, Richard. VE3OZW.
Yeah, good morning there, Harold. Just a quick check-in before I go out to cut grass. Been kind of been into the shack all morning, so just thought I'd get the 3 controllers for Sunday. So just wishing you a good morning, and I guess I'm going to go out and enjoy some sunshine and cut some grass.
Okay, Roger. Well, enjoy your Sunday there, and I've got. I only have 2 grandsons. I got my youngest grandson. Well, youngest. He's 31 or 32. I forget now. Anyhow, he just bought a new house down in Cambridge, and he's got quite a fair lot. He thinks it's a half an acre, although I don't think it's a half acre. And he called me last night. He said, I checked the riding lawnmower before we bought the house. We moved in this week, and now the riding lawnmower won't start. So, but I'm no help to him. If I could get around, and I can't get out there today, I don't drive anymore. So, all the joys of owning a larger property, and the first thing he's got to do now is cut grass. Of course, he's got a lot of amenities. He's going to take us out there this week to have a look at it. It's got an in-ground saltwater pool, so he's got. He stepped up a notch or 2. Go ahead.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, we're my wife and I have 2 mowers going, 2 big mowers going, and we're 3.5 to 4 hours of cutting. So, so if I cut by myself, I'm about 8 hours. But with the 2 of us going, it only takes 3.5 to 4. So 3.5 anyway. So yeah, that's too bad. Yeah, it's probably something simple for the lawnmower. I enjoy working on them. I work on all the small engines at the lawn bowling club there, and get them all tuned up and stuff. So I enjoy working on small engines. If I was closer, I'd offer to help, but it's a little too far away for Cambridge. But you know, it could be with small engines. It could be something just as simple as just gas and a little bit of water or something. But it could be a dirty carb too. Who knows? there's only a few things that go wrong with those engines, so I'm sure he'll get it figured out. But that's not something you want to find when you move into a new house, that's for sure.
Well, the problem is he's a whiz, he's a CPA, but he's not very technically inclined. So anyhow, he'll have to work his way out of that. So with that big, are you right in Mildmay, or are you out around in the suburbs?
We're actually 6 kilometers north of Mildmay on Highway 9, so I know you're familiar with the area. So we're right between Mildmay and Walkden. About we're closer to Walkden than we are Mildmay.
Yeah, okay, all right, yeah, sure, know that very well. Yeah, we used to often go up that way and then go to Walkerton and out and anyhow, when we were at Fisherman's Cove, if we wanted to go to Walmart, it was the same distance to go to Hanover or down to Goderich, so we ended up like Goderich a little better, but yeah, like I say, I spent 30 years around that part of the world. Enjoy your Sunday in VE3 Charlie Delta.
Thanks, Earl. Thanks. Yeah, I'd go to Goderich too before I went to Hanover. Get to see the lakeside and all that sort of fun stuff, and it's a nice little drive over to Goderich. It's kind of boring coming up this way, but oh well. Anyway, you enjoy your Sunday as well, Harold. Hopefully your grandson gets us more working. 7-3 for now. We'll talk to you next Sunday. VE3
7-3, this is ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta. ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by for check-ins with or without traffic, VE3CD. ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, your net control for this hour, standing by for check-ins with or without traffic, VE3 Charlie Delta. ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by for check-ins with or without traffic, VE3 Charlie Delta. ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by for check-ins with or without traffic, VE3 Charlie Delta. This is ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by for check-ins with or without traffic, VE3 Charlie Delta. ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, your net control for this hour, standing by for check-ins, VE3 Charlie Delta. ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by for check-ins, VE3 Charlie Delta. ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, your net control for this hour, standing by for check-ins, with or without traffic, VE3 Charlie Delta.
Not much action this morning, Harold. I guess everybody's out enjoying the weather.
Yeah, looks like, I guess. So, other things to do rather than call into ONTARS this morning. So the last good weekend of the summer. So I always enjoyed September up there. I always liked September. We used to close down about 1st of October or so.
Yeah, the provincial park here, they Thanksgiving weekend's the last weekend for camping here. Then they shut it down for overnight camping. I think it stays open for day use for a few more weeks after that. But yeah, it's always nice up here this time of year, that's for sure.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, we did. Well, all the time we were there, I did my own winterizing and whatnot, and actually we had 3 different trailers over the course of those 30 years we were up there. So we did all our winterizing towards the end of September, and that was it then. So had a lot of good summers up there. I miss it. I don't know if you know Don COE. He came up from Kitchener there. He actually inherited some property right near the golf course there and then built a house. And he just sent me, maybe it was Facebook, the gathering of the bands the other Saturday night. He was out, and we always enjoyed going out to those Saturday night activities, the parade and whatnot.
Yeah, I know Don. I've met him a few times, bought some things from him, and I think it was this weekend was the gathering of the bands. Now the downtown's all torn up, so they haven't been doing the pipe band parades on Saturday night, but they'll be back again next year.
Oh, I wondered about that. I didn't know. So yeah, okay. So we've kind of lost touch. There's only one or two couples left up there in the park on our street that we know of. A number have passed away already, and lots of they're like us. They got too old to go camping again. So, but we miss it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's a lot of work. You almost got to be up there, every weekend or every other weekend to look after things. My brother had a trailer at Silver Lake for probably 30 or 40 years too, and he sold it a few years ago because it was just it was too much of a drag on them to have to be up there all the time looking after it. They live in Hensel, and it was a bit of a drive to go up and look after it. So anyway, but they had a lot of good summers there too.
Yeah, Roger, everybody thought we were at Silver Lake. Nobody knew about the Fisherman's Cove down there and what they call the lake now, I forget. But anyhow, I had a young lad that worked for me at the plant for years, and he remembers his father him and his father, when he was growing up, used to go up and go fishing long before Fisherman's Cove was even there at that time. There was no regular camping, but there was a fishing spot they went to. So, and we got to know a lot of people up in that area. So, an era gone by. I don't travel anymore. I don't know if I could even stand a ride up there to an hour and a half. Well, I always took an hour and a little over an hour and a half. Some guys would brag that they could make it in less than an hour from Waterloo, but anyhow, they were basically flying up some of those county roads that were in better shape than 86 type of thing, but that's another whole story.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, well, there's always lots of people will drive like crazy, and then they don't twiddle their thumbs when they get there early. But anyway, it is what it is. So. Okay, very good. Yeah, next Friday, or this coming Friday, I've got a crew coming to trim some trees around here. They've got a lot of them overgrowing my hydro service, so they're going to clear that. And they're going to cut another tree down beside my tower and trim some other branches. So I'm hoping that I can get an 80-meter delta loop up onto the tower and improve things a little bit more.
Sounds like a plan. Sounds good there. Yeah, okay. Well, the other thing that's changed up there is a lot of Mennonites have moved in. In fact, my wife grew up in the Milverton area, just north of Stratford, and there's quite a contingent of Mennonites moved up from that area. Some from Elmira sold their farms for millions of dollars and bought some of the land up there. I got to know a few of them. One of them had a no, I've got the names gone again. They had a foundry up there, and actually they made the seats for the plowing match one time, and we got to know him. He ran a little foundry up there at Holyrood. That's what I was trying to think of, at Holyrood. But I noticed there was one this week died that just in that area at Kinloss or whatever, and she's being buried back in Winterburn or West Monroe, somewhere back there. There's a clique in there, but there's quite a clique of Waterloo County Mennonites moved up around that area.
Yeah, for sure. That'd probably be either a Martin or a Bowman.
Yeah, that's for sure. And the wife, I forget their name now, but right at Hollywood, where the butcher was, if you've been there long enough, maybe you haven't been around there long enough, but there was a butcher had a property there, and at Holyrood, and a Mennonite from the roundabout Millbank area down here where my wife grew up, in that area was, we're getting eggs and vegetables, and she was crying that day and very bad. Like, so what's the matter? She says, well, they had a split. One group didn't agree with the other, and they moved up to Mattawa, and they were taking her sister's husband was one of the instigators, and she said she'll never see her husband, her daughter, or her sister again, because they're moving way up to Mattawa and are settling up there. So there's a part of that group that came from Waterloo, went there to the Holyrood area, and now they're up north of Mattawa, or somewhere along 17, I think. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, thank you. There's somebody breaking in there.
By 7 a.m. I have no golf. So that is why I no longer check in with anyone. ONTARS, who I do not need to feel much. Good evening. Good evening. Please tell me so. I think the news that we see not true with me.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that was. He was talking about not having a call sign anymore, not checking in ONTARS anymore, so not sure who that is, Harold. V3 Charlie Delta, V3 PCP. Yeah, just carry on, Harold. There's a net going on here, fellas. The ONTARS net. To Harold, V3 Charlie Delta is the net controller. If you want to check in, he's still here. Go ahead, Harold.
Roger, this is VE3 Charlie Delta for ONTARS, and I'm not getting too much of that transmission. Try it again.
Yeah, I think it may be one particular guy likes to be a troublemaker on the net here, so that may be him.
Yeah, okay, I'm not getting enough to comment. I'm not sure who it is or what it was. I could not understand much of it, so we're standing by on ONTARS for check-ins. VE3CD, your net control for this hour, coming to you from Waterloo, and via VE3IHR at Tiverton, a remote station at Tiverton, run by Rob, who's on here, VE3PCP. This is VE3 Charlie Delta. ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, your net control for the balance of the hour. VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by. ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta, your net control for this hour. VE3 Charlie Delta. Harold in Waterloo, coming to you via VE3IHR at Tiverton. VE3 Charlie Delta. VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by for check-ins to ONTARS. VE3 Charlie Delta. VE3 Charlie Delta, your net control for ONTARS for this hour, standing by for check-ins. VE3 Charlie Delta. VE3 Charlie Delta, your net control for ONTARS for this hour, standing by for check-ins, with or without traffic. VE3 Charlie Delta. VE3 Charlie Delta, net control for ONTARS this morning. VE3 Charlie Delta, standing by.
Good morning, Harold. VE3IHR.
Morning, Bruce. VE3IHR. What's the view from Goderich this morning?
Well, looks like it's going to be a bright sunny day anyway. It certainly is. Had a bit of a peak earlier this morning. I woke up around 5 o'clock and had to make a visit to the loo, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing out over the garage roof. There was what looked like a bow tie-shaped light. I thought, what the hell was that? But anyway, I went back to the bedroom and grabbed my glasses, and then I took a second look and saw that it was just an extra bright star. But I guess with my out-of-focus eyes and looking through the screen on the window, it must have mutated it into that odd display. Anyway, I thought we might be having a visitor from afar.
Interesting. So yeah, but I just remarked last night how much the darkness is. It goes dark here by 8:30, and where the time or the thing has changed for sure, and here we are into September already. So thanks for the check-in there, VE3 Charlie Delta.
Okay, Harold. Yep. I've noticed that as well, that the evenings are arriving sooner. Another bit of news for you is that on Friday we took down Ted KFI's big tri-band beam and his tower. So the last item of his estate has been sold, and all has been taken care of. So his wife was very pleased to see that coming to an end. And the best part of it is that it's a new ham that has acquired the tower in Babe, and it'll be re-erected in Mississauga and put to good use. So I'm sure Ted would approve. Have yourself a great day, Harold, and we'll talk again. VE3IHR.
Yeah, okay. Who owned the tower? I missed that. Who owned the tower?
Oh, it belonged to Ted, VE3JFI, or Just Forever Interfering, as he likes to say.
Yeah, I don't think I knew Ted. So, yeah, it's another era gone. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Ted lived on a farm about halfway between Auburn and Glenile, just to the northeast here, about the 6 or 8 miles, something like that. So far. But yeah, he was there a long time. We were talking about when the tower went up, but it had to have been up a good 40 years, I'm sure, because I know it went up long before I moved out here, and I've been here for 33 years. So it served Ted well anyway, and I'm sure it'll serve the new guy just the same.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, there were good towers, that's for sure. Enjoy the rest of your weekend there, Bruce. Thanks for coming on, VE3 Charlie Delta.
You too, Harold, VE3IHR.
Yeah, good morning, Bruce, VE3PCP.
Oh, hi, Rob. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm just sitting here in the shack riding along with Harold till the top of the hour, QSL.
Okay, I believe he's using your station as a remote. Is that right?
Yep, you got it.
Oh, very good. Well, nice that you can provide the service like that. It's nice that Harold couldn't get that back on the air again, too. So, well, I better get out. Things here. It's just nice to be out of the rack and going through my emails, and soon I'll have to think about breakfast. So, thanks for giving me a show, Rob, and have a great weekend. VE3IHR.
Yeah, you as well, Bruce. Always good to chat. 7-3. Have a good weekend. Back to net control. VE3PCP.
Okay, thanks, Rob. VE3 Charlie Delta for net control. Any further check-ins to ONTARS?
Victor Echo 3 Echo Bravo Mike.
Yeah, VE3 EVM, go ahead.
Good morning, Harold. Just thought to pop in and say hello, and good morning to Bruce and to Rob there as well. Just taking a minute here to pop in and say hi, and you're pretty much at the top of your hour, so we won't hold it, but another beautiful day in Hanover. Go ahead, Harold.
Yeah, okay, Roger, very good, and thanks for the check-in, but I forgot your name.
Sorry, Harold, it's Dave, the Delta Alpha Victor Echo.
Okay, Roger, thank you for coming on, and all the best. Enjoy your weekend. I think there was somebody else just trailing there. It's the VE3 Charlie Delta. Go ahead. Oh, nothing. Didn't hear anything. So, thanks again, Dave. VE3 Charlie Delta.
Yeah, okay, Harold. Have yourself a good day. And PCP, Rob, can you go to 3740 for a minute?
Nope, because Harold's using my station.
Oh, okay, Rob. Okay, we'll catch you another time. Nothing important. 73 Harold. Thanks for doing the hour. VE3 EBM. Back to net.
Yeah, 7-3, Dave. We'll talk later. V3 PCP.
7-3, Dave. VE3 Charlie Delta. Rob, I read somewhere lately that you worked for worked in Hanover in mill writing and whatnot. Did you get to know any of the people at Lackey's in Kitchener?
No, I didn't. I knew of them, and when I worked at a tool and die shop in Kitchener, Lackey Brothers moved a couple of big presses in for us, but no. And yeah, I do work for a millwright company in Hanover. I still work full time there.
Well, who did you work for in Kitchener?
I worked for Philip Mueller, Tool and Die in Kitchener. I was out in the Trillium Business Park, not too far from Budd Automotive.
No, I didn't know that. I came up through that route type of thing. What era was that when they were there?
Oh, I worked for him in the mid-90s.
Okay, no, I didn't. I was, well, I branched out. I started in a tool room at Cluthy Manufacturing, but I took over maintenance and started the maintenance and then worked there for 43 years. But I knew pretty well everybody in the plastics industry, but I guess Mueller had nothing to do with plastic molding.
No, we were pretty much metal stamping, so I built a lot of tools for Lear Seating and Pebra and Walker Exhaust, to name a few.
Yeah, a whole different ball game. That's a whole different ball game. And injection molded guys were a breed of their own type of thing. But I got to know some of the lackeys. I was in charge of a couple of big machines. We bought a big molding machine in Ohio, and lackeys. Well, they had to find a railway siding, and they offloaded it at St. Jacobs, and then we had to get lackeys to bring it down to our plant, which was at the north end of Waterloo. So a lot of history there.
Yep, for sure. Okay, I better let you close off the hour here, Harold. V3PCP.
Last call for ONTARS, VE3 Charlie Delta. Standing by for check-ins, VE3 Charlie Delta.
And Harold, we do have a guest with us. Dora from Switzerland is in there. We're going to be doing something with her after the net here. So, Dora, maybe you want to say good morning to Harold. She may have stepped away from her computer. Okay, carry on.
Okay, nothing heard. 7-3 and welcome to HB9EPE. If you're listening there, all the best and enjoy. Okay, we're going to close down ONTARS for this edition. Be back again next Sunday. Everything going okay, and all the best. Thanks to anybody that stood by, helped, or whatever. And enjoy the rest of your weekend there, Rob. VE3 Charlie Delta closing down ONTARS for this Labor Day weekend. VE3 Charlie Delta.
Yeah, 7-3 Harold, and have a good weekend. We'll see you next Sunday. V3